friends, this is Heidi with Kiddoskoral, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I make my Hawaiian rolls. This has been very requested by a lot of my personal friends wanting to know how I make these rolls, and I had time today and it sounded so delicious, so I thought, why not? So I'm going to share with you guys how I make my Hawaiian rolls. And I promise you, it's not a very fancy technique. It's pretty down to earth, and it's actually a little bit more simple than most of my bread recipes. So let's get started. I have 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter in here. To that, I want to add in 1/4 cup of buttermilk. Now, if you don't have buttermilk, you can actually take a cup of milk and add a tablespoon of lemon juice or your white vinegar, and it will make buttermilk. So I have 1/4 cup of buttermilk. If you are going to make your own buttermilk, I highly suggest you use a 2% milk or a heavy cream. Okay, so now we're going to add in 3/4 cup of pineapple juice. This is going to give this a really good sweetness. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. And if you get a little extra in there, that's okay. It just gives it really good flavor. A 1/2 cup of brown sugar, which I've packed in there. And I'm going to go ahead and use my dough attachment and just mix that together before I put the rest of my ingredients in the bowl. Okay, now that I have that a little combined, I want to add in a teaspoon of salt. Now, you do not want to leave out your salt, because salt is what gives all kinds of dough its flavor. It's what opens up our palate, if you will, our tongue, I guess, to take in all the flavors of the dough. So a teaspoon of salt. Never ever go without the salt. We're going to do 4 cups of flour. Now, this makes a very sticky dough, so don't add more than 4 cups of flour, because you want your dough, your rolls to be good and fluffy. And the more flour you add to this, I feel like it makes for too dense of a roll. Now I'm going to add in 1 package of dry yeast, and you're just going to throw it in there right on top of your flour. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the mixer. Now, as the mixer is going, I'm going to add in 2 eggs and 1 egg yolk, and I'm going to drop in 1 egg yolk at a time as this combines. Okay, my dough came together. I have sprayed this glass bowl with some non-stick cooking spray, and I'm going to place a piece of plastic wrap over the top. I'm going to put this in the microwave above my stove. I'm going to allow this to double in size, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to make these delicious Hawaiian rolls. We are ready to make up our rolls. Our dough has risen, as you can see here, and it does take a little bit of time to rise, but it is risen, as you can see, and you just want to punch it down. And I have a 9x13 pan that I have buttered really thoroughly. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to flour my surface because I'm gonna turn my dough out on it. Just like so. You want to break this dough up into 15 pieces, and you know, really got to eyeball it, you know, how big of rolls you want to make. So I'm just going to smash this down, try to get equal amount of dough. I'm just going to pinch off just a smidge like so, and I'm going to push it in and bring the sides up and twist it just like that to make a ball. And then I'm going to place it in my 9 by 13. And I'm going to try to make the same size throughout. Of our rolls are made up, and I realize I have a couple extra in there, and that is fine. I just stick them all in there. I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to let these rise. Then we're going to do an egg wash, and then we're going to put them in the oven for 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. Let my rolls set for a little while, and I have some egg wash, which is just 1 egg and a little bit of water that I scrambled, and I'm just going to brush that right on the top of the rolls. This will make them nice and brown when they place these in an oven that has been preheated to 350 degrees. And I'm going to bake these for 20-25 minutes until they're nice and golden brown. But we're going to enjoy this. We're going to have this with my veggie pasta tonight for dinner. I cannot wait to eat these. These are so good and amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and I'll be talking to y'all again soon. Bye guys.